The stage is set. We are finally here in the NAIA National Tournament. First round matchups being hosted right here at Bell Family Arena, the Cook Center in Olathe, Kansas. Game 1 tonight between the 13 seed, the University of St. Mary Spires, and the number 4 seed, the MNU Pioneers. I'm Matt Olmanson alongside Noah Frankie. We'll be with you for both games tonight. And Noah, this is going to be an incredible matchup here.
Yeah, undoubtedly. We've seen so many national tournament games that go both ways. Even here, we've had some tough luck the last couple of years between our men's and women's. But we're back. It's finally here. The redemption comes. They get their chance again and versus a scrappy St. Mary's team who's got a lot of guards who love to run fast. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, speaking of those guards, a couple of key players to look out for St. Mary. Of course, you have to look at number 22, Keely Barnard. She's going to be doing most of the heavy lifting for the Spires tonight. She averages 13 points a game, just makes a ton of baskets, making plays all over with the basketball. And Abby Wendt as well has also played phenomenally this year with 11 points a game, those 5 rebounds. Those are going to be some crucial players that this MNU defense will need to try to stop.
Yeah, MNU, on the other hand, has got their twin towers underneath. You see Cameron Green and Zaylee Worth, both first-team conference players, leading the team. Mary Lucas right there in second points, but they're both leading the team statistically in almost every area. 16 for Cameron Green points-wise, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and a block and a half a game. Zaylee's got 10, 8, 3, and 1. But the biggest part for them is they're going to have to figure out which style of play is most important. MNU's going to play through their posts. We know that. The St. Mary's doesn't have a whole lot of post play, so they're going to have to play through their guards. Which style kind of takes over and wins, that'll be the key matchup to watch.
Absolutely right, Noah. We get you set for this matchup. This is between the 4-seed MNU Pioneers and the 13-seed University of St. Mary Spires. Coming up at 8 o'clock tonight, we'll have the 5-12 matchup here in this Olathe Regional between the 5-seed Mid-America Christian University Evangels and the 12-seed Olivet Nazarene University Tigers. Getting set for a wonderful night of basketball here in the Cook Center. Of course, this is for all the marbles now. The national tournament is finally upon us, being hosted right here in Olathe for the second year in a row, getting to host some first and second round matchups. The battle for the red banner begins in approximately 60 seconds. We'll send it down to the floor, get you to the PA announcer as he introduces both of these teams with starting lineups and the national anthem.
Tonight's first game features the University of St. Mary Spires from Leavenworth, Kansas, out of the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference, and your Lady Pioneers from the Heart of America Athletic Conference. The Spires are 20-10 overall and enter the tournament as the 13th seed. The Lady Pioneers are 26-3 and are the 4th seed. And now, everyone, please stand for the invocation led by MNU Chaplain Dr. Brady Brass, and then please remain standing for the national anthem.
Let's pray together. Gracious God, thank you so much for the opportunity to be here tonight and to compete against one another. And we don't take it for granted that these two institutions have worked hard to come to this place. And so, God, we just tell you that we need you tonight. We need you to protect us, keep us safe, help us to play hard. And God, help us to have a great time and glorify you in everything that we do. We love you, Lord. We pray these things in your name, in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and all of God's people say.
And now for tonight's starting lineups, first for the University of St. Mary's Spires. Starting at guard, a 5'9" sophomore from DeSoto, Kansas, number 2, Addison Tower. At the other guard, 5'8" senior from Shawnee, Kansas, number 3, Sage Francis. At the other guard, 5'9" freshman from Lee Summit, Missouri, number 10, Abby Went. At the other guard, 5'9" junior from Lincoln, Kansas, number 22, Keely Barber. And at the award senior from Mission, Kansas, number 15, Mary Olson. University of St. Mary is coached by Andy Kelly. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Pioneers. Starting at guard, a 5'8" junior from Savannah, Kansas, number 10, Mary Luker. At the other guard, a 5'7" sophomore from the Cedar Springs, Michigan, number 21, Grace Carlson. At forward, a 6'4" sophomore from Hillsborough, Kansas, number 2, Haley Word. At the other forward, a 5'8" senior from Lake, Kansas, number 11, Aubrey Rogers. And at center, a 6' trooper from Fairfield, Missouri, number 24, Cameron Reed.
Here we go. Let's get you some starting lineups here for both of these teams in action. For the St. Mary's Spires, it's Addison Tower, Keely Barnard, and Abby Went, like we mentioned earlier, with Sage Grampsis and Mary Olson taking on these Pioneers. Speaking of them, they've got Aubrey Rogers leading the way as she has all season. She'll probably be on the floor all 40 minutes tonight.
That's pretty usual.
Grace Carlson is out there with Mary Lukert as the other two guards. Zaylee Worth and Cameron Green are your two star power forwards. So we get you set for this one. Noah, what are the keys to this game?
Like we said, St. Mary's wants to play fast and click, which usually plays into the Pioneers' advantage, but with a double big system, they're going to have to take care of the ball and make sure that they do on the other end and that they don't get in a quick 2 of transitions a game, and St. Mary's takes advantage of the fast break.
Pioneers in the white win the tip, St. Mary in the yellow, and we are underway here in round 1 of the national tournament. Mary Luker with the ball. They instantly get it inside to Green. Here comes the double team, and a foul is called early against Addison Tower.
Yeah, this is the one thing you have to watch. The Hart Conference, they let people get away with a couple more fouls than you're used to. But as soon as you get into the national tournament, they're not going to get away with that as much.
Right.
So both teams have to adjust a little bit on their game style.
Right, both of these teams have been in very tough conferences. MNU is one of 3 teams from the Hart. Zaylee Worth tries one off the glass, rims out. University of St. Mary hailing from the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference, and they are one of 4 teams from that conference. So 2 very star power conferences these 2 teams have been playing in all season, has prepared them for games like this. Deep 3. Too strong. Luker gets the board.
Yeah, Bernard is going to shoot just about from anywhere, so they got to have a hand at all times.
Inside to Zaylee Worth. Trying to feed it inside to Green, but it's taken away by Abby Went. Now coast to coast with the left hand. Abby Went opens up the night for the Spires.
Got to pick up the ball faster. You see Zaylee Worth tries to push Cameron Green out of the way, but she's got to pick it up top for that. She can't get it to the 3-point line.
Cameron Green driving inside, kicks it out to Aubrey Rogers. Now back into Green. Triple team coming. Rips it away. Gets to Rogers. Corner 3. Connects.
Already we can see how they're going to play defense on the Pioneers. You're going to double the paint, force them to hit shots. Can the outside perimeter players hit shots? So far, yes.
The way that Cameron Green has dominated all season, first team all-conference in the Hart. She will be someone they need to stop as there's Sage Grampsis with a nice mid-range floater. Again to Cameron Green. Oh, nice pass and a great feed. Cam Green wide open. Pioneers back on top by 1.
St. Mary's got to be careful. If they're going to double, you can't double from the first pass away. You're going to have to double from somewhere on the opposite end and then cover yourself in rotation.
Went trying to drive. Crosses up. Zaylee Worth. What a move.
Man, put her on the floor like a chair.
Cameron Green wide open, top of the key, wide right. Rebounded by Sage Grancis. Spires coming the other way. This is a team that plays really well on both ends of the floor. They're scoring 72 or 74 points a game as there's a takeaway from the Pioneers. They're going fast in transition, and now they'll slow things down.
Just like that. Transition defense is super effective for the St. Mary's, so they're going to have to score a lot out of the half court.
Rogers, step back 3. Too strong. Mary Luker with a nice offensive rebound. And now Cameron Green going up. That one was blocked. Back to Rogers. She'll try another one. And this one is good.
Huge shot by Aubrey Rogers. We see the double come once again for Cameron Green. She's going to have opportunities all night, Rogers, if she keeps shooting like that.
Hot shooting from both teams to start tonight's action. Here's another 3, and this one, I'm sorry, that one got jinxed.
Yeah.
That's on me.
It's okay. Coach is calling for a tip over there for St. Mary's. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. But look at this play again. Cam Green sticks with it, kicks it back out to Rogers. Wide open, why not? And she connects on another one as Gentile checks into the game for the Pioneers.
Aubrey Rogers for the Pioneers, the star senior, third team all-conference this year. Again, all-conference. She was all-conference last year as well, and she is someone that is a workhorse. She will be on the floor all 40 minutes tonight, most likely, and she can hit huge shots as well. She drives in here and gets fouled.
The thing about Rogers, she's a volume shooter. She's got to see a couple go in for it to be big, and she's had a couple big games lately because she shot going early. And so far, with 2 big threes, you're hoping that means there's a big game for her again tonight. But there's going to be plenty of game to show that, whether or not she does.
Yeah, we saw in the last game of the regular season against Benedictine, Aubrey Rogers was absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
Eclipsing 20 points easily, had a number of three-pointers made in that one. And she has the potential to go off again tonight.
And she just needs 15 points this game to get 1,000 in her career. I mean, I think she's getting there. You know, I don't want to say anything too early, but she's got 8 already.
Great start for Aubrey Rogers and the Pioneers. Up 4 early on the St. Mary Spires. Ball is trapped. They're able to get rid of it barely in time. Abby Went working on Grayson Gentile. Goes up strong, and a nice finish from Abby Went again with that left hand.
Man, it's such a tough finish. That's why she's one of the top players on this team. It's going to be interesting to see how this game pans out if she keeps attacking like that.
Yeah, her ball handling skills are absolutely incredible.
Ooh.
Oh, stop and start. Rogers can't finish the play. Now driving inside, kick back out. Great help defense from the Pioneers, though. They'll able to get into their defensive set. Now Barner driving is fouled and one.
Man, can she not score in so many ways? It's going to be dangerous tonight, the way she's effective from the outside, but you can't let her drive in and finish to the rim. Man, what a play.
Free throw is good, giving the Spires the lead here in quarter number 1. This Spires crowd made the trip from Leavenworth. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with here tonight in the Cook Center.
So close of a matchup for a national tournament. You never see that. So they took the trip, said, hey, you never know, and they're showing out well.
Great shot fake from Cameron Green. She is fouled and will head to the charity stripe.
Zaylee Worth checks back into the game for the Pioneers as Cameron Green goes to the line, shooting 2.
Man, really back and forth to start this one. And I think the St. Mary offense has been really impressive against this superior MNU defense. The way that they've been all season, as there's a lane violation from Keely Barners, so Cameron Green will get a redo. This Pioneers defense only allowing 50 points a game, Noah. That is just a number that we don't see at all in college basketball. And the Pioneers have been doing it night in and night out.
Yeah, and you've seen it, not the defense struggle, but the St. Mary's be just a little more physical, a little faster so far to start the game. That's just not common for the Pioneers. They don't get outmatched in those kind of physical ways and effort ways. So they're going to have to start showing up, hey, this is a national tournament game. It doesn't matter what the seeding is. You got to show up and win.
Kick back out to Abby Wynn. Back on the move. Great spin move, but Rogers gets the rebound. Pioneers trying to go quickly in transition. They find Grayson Gentile down low, but it's blocked by Abby Wynn. Gentile ends up with it, though. Double teamed on the inside, and a foul is called on St. Mary.
That's going to take us to our first media of the game. Your score is 12-11. Can I find Zion down there?
Down there.
There he is. Let's see if we can get him a little bit. Oh. There it is.
I mean, very close game right now. You got 12-11. You just got to expect both teams are going to keep pushing the pace for the rest of the night. I mean, for St. Mary's, the high-powered offense, we haven't seen a lot of what they've been doing this entire year. For the entire year, they've been pretty much just shooting perimeter shots. But right now, they're driving inside the paint. Yeah. And for the Pioneers, they're just doing what they've been doing all season, just getting inside and just dominating on the inside. Excited to see how the rest of this one goes.
Thanks, Zion. Appreciate your report from the sideline. Hey, like you said, it's been a lot of inside play for both teams, but the Pioneers have done so well to drive, kick, get open shots. Yeah. And that's been the key. The question will be, which team continues to keep this pace up?
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see if Abby Went can continue to pull off these insane dribble moves that we have been seeing from her so far. I mean, she has been so good on the inside. Early on, 3 of 4 shooting for her has really kept the Spires in this game early. 4:37 to go, just a 1-point lead for the MNU Pioneers.
Yeah, we're also not accustomed to seeing 23 points in the first 5 minutes here in the Cook Center on either side, boys or the women or men. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out. Can someone join Aubrey Rogers here and get some offense? Maybe somebody off the bench like Mackenzie Manthe.
Finds Zaylee Worth on the inbound. They set up their action. They swing it to Lukert. 3 from the wing is no good. Zaylee Worth, what a rebound on the inside. Now Manthe with the 20-footer. Just off the back iron. Now Gentile with an offensive rebound.
Ooh, she's not about a shot right there.
Inside, Mackenzie Manthe. That one's blocked. Big block from Katie Huffman.
Yes. You don't see 6'7" very often in a women's game. But you can see right there what it does. I mean, it clogs up the paint. It makes it hard for even the bigs to go up and finish.
Yeah, Katie Huffman, 6'7", just registered block number 41 on the season. Let's move inside. Pioneers got a piece of it, though. I think that was Manthe on the inside there.
Yeah, she said, hey, I got blocked. That's okay. I'm going to go around and do the same thing on the other end. Good defense by both teams so far.
Finds Barnard. Thinking about the 3. Now driving on Lukert. Up off the glass high. No good. Rebounded by Rogers. Running quickly in transition. Finds Gentile. Cross-court pass to Lukert. Now double-teamed and loses the handle on it. St. Mary ends up with it. Summer Weineke with the ball here. Kick out, three-pointer. Off the glass and in for Sage Grampsis.
You know, not somebody who's usually accustomed to those kind of shots, but the bank is still open on a Friday night.
Lukert couldn't find anything on that three-point attempt. And it'll be Spires basketball as they make a couple of substitutions. Keely Barnard coming out of the game for the first time tonight. Grampsis bringing the ball up the floor. Oh, step back three. Too short. Zaylee Worth coming down with the rebound. Oh, and lost the handles on that one. That's a double dribble.
Look, when the game's this tight, you got to make sure you take care of the ball. And right there, just a mental mistake. Nobody in front of her. But little things like that add up in a national tournament game. Got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, win or go home can sometimes add an extra level of stress. As the Spires trying to see if the bank was still open, but it was closed on that shot. Grace Carlson, she'll try a three. No good. Both of these teams shooting the three ball heavily so far in this game. Driving around, and Zaylee Worth sends it into the wall.
Man, what a block by Zaylee Worth. We talked about she averages 1.6 blocks a game right there. She gets in the paint one-on-one and gets a stuff down low as it resets to 21.
Spires setting up their offense. Crossover, kick out in the wing, another three-pointer. This one no good. Green coming down with the rebound, and a foul is called on St. Mary.
Yeah, that's the fifth, which is going to send Cameron Green to the line for two for double bonus. If I'm the Pioneers, I think you're settling just a little bit too much here. You've already got 5 fouls. Every time you drive, it feels like they're giving you something, but they're kind of just chucking up threes, and they're open, slightly open, but that's where they want you to shoot. So why not get to the paint and give yourself a chance of some free points?
Yeah, MNU 2 of 8 so far from beyond the arc to start this first quarter, which you can live with, but I mean, you're not going to shoot that many threes tonight. No. They're shooting them at a really high pace.
And those first 2 threes might have been the ones they made with Aubrey Rogers, and she got 2 in a row, and so you just got to change something up.
Aubrey Rogers and Cameron Green, the only 2 Pioneers with points so far tonight, as we're tied at 14. They get it inside to Mary Olson. Green nearly swatted it away. And that's going to be a 5-second call.
That's a little more common to what we're seeing here in the Cook Center. Some shot clock violations, 5-second calls. Good defense by the Pioneers.
Yeah, that was some great work by Mary Lukert on that close side, not allowing number 3, Sage Grampsis, to get open at all. Fakes the give to Rogers. Now Green working on the inside. There's that lefty hook, no good. Seen that move so many times here in the Cook Center over the course of Green's career. That one could not find the bottom of the basket. Inside to Olsen. Turnaround shot, no good. Cameron Green with another rebound. MNU winning the battle on the boards early on, 13-9 in this one. Great extra pass. Lukert's three is good.
Huge shot. Maybe they should keep shooting threes. I don't know. I'm just a commentator out here, but the Pioneers take the lead. With under a minute left, can they hold them on defense to keep the lead going in the first?
Barnard tries to respond. Can't get it to go. Lukert with the board. Rogers will slow things down. 5-second difference between shot and game clock.
Yeah, it's very common for Lewis to take the last shot. gives the Pioneers an advantage, not only if they can score, but also doesn't give the other team a chance to shoot.
What does the Hart Conference Coach of the Year have drawn up here for the Pioneers? Inside to Green, 5 seconds to shoot. Loses the handle on it. Worth fighting for the ball. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow facing St. Mary's direction. So they'll have 6.3 seconds left in the quarter to try to get one more shot up.
They got about 5 dribbles here to get a shot, depending on the defense from Rogers, but they should be able to get to a three-point line.
Hustling down the floor. Gets to her spot. Puts it up and in off the back of the rim. A lucky bounce for Abby Went as she matches Aubrey Rogers. 8 points apiece here in this first quarter as the MNU Pioneers have a 1-point lead on the St. Mary Spires.
Just got to pick her up earlier. You can't let her walk down to the three-point line with 6.3 seconds, but we're going to go back into the coach's booth. It's been a long time, boys, as we get the iPad back and we get to go into the coach's booth, but we'll do it real quick. Right here, out of the pause. Go ahead and throw it through. We'll get to that at least so I can see the zone. Go ahead, Elijah. Go ahead. I want to see the zone at least a little bit. And stop it at next pass. Next pass. Right here. There it is. That's good enough. We can see that all 5 players, they're in a zone. They've switched up their defense a lot. Sometimes they're doubling Cameron Green, sometimes they're not. They're going over, sometimes they're going under. They decide here to go into a zone which throws off the Pioneers. It's going to be something to watch for the rest of the game. What kind of defense do they run? We're going to cut it back down to Zion, see if he's got anything down below. Here we go.
Yeah, guys, we had a close one here. 17-16 MNU, and the Pioneers. This game has been defined by the three-point shooting. Aubrey Rogers 2 or 3. Mary look at her unit 3 right there. And then that's something that needs to continue if they want to be able to win this game. On St. Mary's end, they've been playing really good offense. They just need to keep up here on the defensive end. Let's see what the second quarter holds for both teams.
Thank you, Zion. Appreciate your report as always. Back here in the second quarter, starts St. Mary's ball.
They get it to Aubrey Rogers, who's been the hot hand in this one. How about Cameron Green on the inside? In traffic, what a shot from Cameron Green. Now St. Mary. Abby Went firing up another shot. That one no good. Volume shooting from both teams. And Zaylee Worth, what a move on the inside.
Oh, man. A high pickup is so tough to guard, and she does it well right there as she goes under and finishes with the left hand. That's a beautiful play right there.
Gramsus, shot fake and in off the glass. Excellent moves from both sides on the offensive ends.
We've seen spectacular offense between the two teams. Two teams who are known for their defense showing up their moves today.
Cameron Green can't get that one, but a foul is called against the Spires. That one's going to be on Abby Went. So Pioneers will get an inbound play from underneath the basket.
Be careful to watch a double screen coming up and somebody posting up right in the middle.
Zaylee Worth driving in, and a foul is called against Abby Went of St. Mary right there.
Yeah, interesting call. Let's see. Yeah. See, here's the thing. First of all, you're in the charge zone.
Yeah.
So no matter what happens, you're not getting that call. Second of all, she left early. Did Zaylee roll out her shoulder? Absolutely. But there was not even, if any contact, very little. So it's almost an easy call. And the crowd's not super happy, but it's the way it goes.
Zaylee Worth drills the second free throw, puts MNU up by 4. It's to Mary Olson, and a great cut inside by Keely Barnard. It's her second basket of the night.
She's so good inside. You gotta guard her. You almost have to put your best defender on her and then be ready to switch.
And the double team comes too late. Cameron Green wide open underneath the basket.
That's why Zaylee Worth and Cameron Green are so dangerous. They have such good chemistry, and they're able to find each other every time.
Tries to drive, now kicking it back out. Cramps this off the screen. Almost a bad pass right there. Quinn Carpenter able to chase it down. Trying to drive inside, and an offensive foul is called.
Interesting call there. That's going to put three team fouls to 0. I'm sure coach is going to be talking to Russ about that. Hey, the foul count has been crazy all game. What's happening here? But it's been so different style of plays. You know, you see the Pioneers attacking the rim just a little bit more, less finesse and more at your face.
Cameron Green working inside. Great move. Thought she would go to her usual spin move, and then she pulls that trick out of her bag.
Why not? They say you can't attack the tallest player in the court. She does with a nice fadeaway.
And double team on the inside. Foul is called. I think they're going to get Grace Carlson on that one.
Look at this one again. Oh, my gosh. That's nice with the bank, too, and everything. Cameron Green's got plenty in the bag. Pull something new out for the national tournament. Haven't seen that one yet.
I mean, we just see from both teams some incredible individual offensive plays. And both of these teams have plenty of assists as well. They're passing the ball around, but they've been making individual plays when it matters most. How about that individual defensive block from Aubrey Rogers?
40 minutes a game, doesn't matter. She's still going to go out there and make huge plays.
Locked in on every single possession. And didn't really have her footing on that shot. It'll be Spires basketball.
Yeah, not quite the play you want. If you're Aubrey Rogers, probably want to get slightly closer. But she saw the big 6'7" right in the middle, and it's going to be tough to score over. But you got to find different moves. The floater might not be the one, especially from the free throw line. More subs as Mackenzie Manthe comes back into the game.
Trying to create some space. Shot fake. Now driving inside. Too strong. And Rogers comes down with it. Close defense from Keely Barnard.
And she even looked at the ref like, did I foul? I don't know.
Zaylee Worth on the inside. Tries to get it out to Rogers, but Barnard swatted that pass away. Spires end up with it. Quinn Carpenter driving on Gentile. Kicking back out to her teammate. Firing up a three. No good. Rebound by Rogers. Nice pass at the elbow. Zaylee Worth's jumper, no good. Gentile crashing, no, gets the offensive rebound. Now Rogers tries a three. That one no good, and Luker gets an offensive rebound. Back inside to Zaylee Worth from the free throw line. Got it to go. Andy Kelly has seen too much. He wants a timeout from St. Mary. Incredible offensive sequence here from MNU. Rebound after rebound.
Yeah, Zaylee Worth finally realizes, look, they're not even collapsing on me like a normal 2-3 zone would, so I have the opportunity to just turn. Look, if they're coming at me, I can pass. If not, I can take an easy shot, and she does it there. First time she got a little struggle, but now we'll head down to Zion.
See if he's got it.
See if he's got it down there. Maybe. Yeah, we'll head down to Zion on the sideline report.
Yeah, Pioneers starting to pull away here, 28-20. I mean, really good inside presence from Cameron Green right here. She's been dominant here in the second quarter.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, St. Mary's falling a little bit behind, but they still got to push that ball outside to the perimeter. They got to get the ball outside to their three-point shooters because that's where they live at, and that's where they've been doing the best all season. They're a dangerous 13 seed that can knock off the Pioneers. They just got to knock down their shots.
Appreciate it, Zion. Great analysis as always. 28-20 is your score here.
Yeah, and he's right. St. Mary shoots the three ball pretty well on the season, shooting it as 32% as a team. Tonight, though, just 1 for 8 to start. Would love to see some of those shots start to fall for the Spires.
Yeah, we saw some basically instant offense to start this game where it was like, man, is anybody going to miss a shot? And then since then, it's cooled off quite a bit. Now both teams trying to find a consistent rhythm they can play in.
Barnard driving to the block. Has to kick out. And Carpenter got started too quickly on that one. That's a travel.
Multiple subs coming in for the Spires.
MNU with their largest lead of the night, a chance to make it a double-digit lead on this possession. Trying to start pulling away from the Spires, and this MNU team has been so elite in the second halves of games recently in the season. St. Mary has to keep it close here before we hit halftime. Tries to feed it into Manthe, and that one is taken away. That's Kate Harder on the inside getting that steal.
Instant impact off the bench. You love to see that out of your role players.
Abby went back to work. Nice kick out. Now shot fake. Driving in, and Manthe swatted that one away out of bounds.
She still has more dribble moves to show. Look at her get to the paint right there. Had nothing to go with it, but, man, she can light it up from the outside with those dribble moves.
Finding Kate underneath the basket. Couldn't find anything on that one. Grayson Gentile coming down with the board. Now Luker tries a shot. That one won't go. That one also hit the underside of the backboard. Quick three. No good. Luker fighting for it, and a foul is called on Kate Harder.
And that foul is going to be on Pioneers.
Really?
John's got to be careful here. Don't want to get thrown out of a national tournament game being the coach of the year. Look, it's getting physical. They're allowing it to be physical, and that plays like that happen when you go multiple plays without calling it. That's the reality of the game. The refs have to keep it consistent so plays like that don't happen. And now all of a sudden you don't know where this game's going.
Dribble handoff to Gramsis. Floater is no good. Worth fighting for it. And this time St. Mary gets a foul called against them.
And again, they're just one foul away from double bonus early in the second quarter.
Saleyworth, nice feed inside to the freshman Grayson Gentile. Opens up her night with her first bucket. Spires looking for a spark. Haven't scored in over 4 minutes. The elite Pioneer defense is starting to heat up. That three rims out. Grayson Gentile with the rebound. Quick pass to Manthe. Tries to stay out of bounds, but her foot was on the line. It'll be Spires basketball.
Just barely couldn't get a control of that one. Good idea, but thankfully it's not going to hurt them too much. Up 10 at this point. Can they head into the break? Up big. It's going to be on the defensive end that determines that.
Yeah, Spires now closing in on 5 minutes since their last point. Still haven't turned it around since they called their timeout earlier in this quarter. Can they find anything against this lethal Pioneer defense? Trying to drive here. Addison Tower now tries to split the defenders, and Cameron Green gets a stop, but a jump ball is called, and we're staying on this end of the floor.
It's slightly too early, in my opinion, to call a jump ball. It's got to be close to 3 seconds if you're going to call anything. But It's going to be big for the Spires because that was probably a turnover.
8 seconds to shoot. Still dribbling around the perimeter. Has to find something. Puts up the shot just in time, and that one was tipped.
There's what we love to see: shot clock violations. We need a counter somewhere. You know, like when they like baseball, they do the Ks, they flip over. We need a shot clock violation counter. I'm sure we've had over 15 in the game.
It is a staple of this lethal Pioneer defense. Gentile from the wing. Thought about the three. Now drives to the elbow. Gives it to Cameron Green. Double team comes. Kick back out. Lukert wide open. Too strong. And Zaylee Worth. Another rejection.
She is so good on the defensive end. She's able to switch on the guards just like this and cause disruption with her length, but also being able to be physical with big girls. It's impressive to watch.
A defensive hat trick now for Zaylee. 3 blocks in this first half. The Spires barely get it in time. Now driving hard and being fouled is Abby Wentz, so she will head to the free throw line trying to break this drought that has now lasted 6 minutes and 16 seconds. Gets the first one to fall. Maybe seeing a couple free throws go through the hoop can light the fire that the Spires need here in the last 2 minutes of this first half.
Yeah, they need a big push. It would be huge for them to go into this game in a 1-2 possession game, or go into half in 1-2 possessions. But that's easier said than done as they go into the zone.
Mary Lukert wide open again. Again, just too strong.
She hasn't had the game she's wanted, but the team's picked her up. They're going to have to continue to attack inside if they want to have success.
Step back three. That one is too strong as well. Zaylee Worth coming down with the board. Lukert tries another one. That one off as well. Spires going quickly. Nice move on the inside, and a foul is called against Zaylee Worth.
And tough call there by the ref. She swipes down, which is usually a foul, but there's no contact. She fell over before she could even probably foul her. So tough call, but that's going to give the Spires again another chance to close in on this lead.
Jaylee Lavario can't make her first free throw. Able to hit the second one, though. Able to cut the lead back down to 7. Trying to piece together a couple more possessions before the close of this first half. NAIA National Championship first round matchup here in Olathe. Cameron Green, double team, kick out to Lukert. That one is no good, but Cameron Green with a nice rebound. Now Gentile, she gets it inside. Green's got it again in traffic, and that one is blocked by Katie Huffman.
Yeah, you can't really attack her inside. You have to find a way to either get a fadeaway or go around her.
And they get it inside to Huffman, who puts it up and in. Cutting the lead down to 5. St. Mary getting exactly the run that they need here at the end of this half. Aubrey Rogers driving, floater, got it to go. What a shot from number 11.
He struggled with the floater early, got that one to go over the big 6'7" wingspan, but now they're going to hold for the last shot here of the half.
Yeah, 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Slowing things down, seeing what Andy Kelly has drawn up here for the Spires. Trying to cut the lead down once again. It's Keely Barnard. High off the glass. What a shot from Keely Barnard. Pioneers have to go quickly. 3 seconds. Rogers has it swatted away. Spires land on the ball. And a great finish for St. Mary to this first half. MNU was really pulling away for a second, but what a shot from Keely Barnard, cutting the lead back down to 5.
Yeah, that'll do it for the first half here. 32-27 is your score. We got a chance to mic up John Lewis, so you're going to watch that video, then we'll go into half and we'll go into team stats.
Can we get Coach Drew to take his jacket off? Stay a while. Can you get this on film? I don't know what he's trying to do over here. You guys are going to get to hear Olive singing to all the songs.
I'm not getting close enough to the mic.
Olive is the singer of the group. All right, make sure you get Zaylee on film right here. He's our three-point specialist. Aubrey's 13 points from 1,000. So if we can play one game, 15? Yeah, she would correct us.
Right here. Yeah, she needs 15. She's at 985.
Hate when she's right. Future Pioneer baller. Right?
No.
Oh, you turned me down on camera? Yeah. Here, come on. You can start that campaign over here. Come on, Zay.
Listen, everybody, donate to us so we don't have to go on rounds with no net.
$1 a day, right? Throwing up gang signs over here. What is this?
We need water. We need to quench
You got to earn water right here. Free throws, baby. My coaches, you know what they say? Sounds like a personal problem. That's what they would tell me. All right, everybody, watch Ken's. She makes it, we get water. All right, good. Water break.